everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And tonight, we're talking about stock market booming. Is now the time? The Federal Reserve is saving us, saving you. Oh, this is very, very special. Is real estate next? Oh, yes, it is, ladies and gentlemen. Some of you may be going, Eric, what are you talking about? Well, it's all here tonight, so stay tuned. I'm running a little late, but that's because we had a sterling live stream with Nestor Left Field with 3 projects: pre-construction, no credit check, no qualifying, no barriers to entry. That's what we specialize in. Stop Struggling Now, ladies and gentlemen, is the name of the channel for a reason. And welcome. Stop Struggling Now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. Right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you so much for being here. Please smash the like button so the YouTube guys know that we're in the house. And yes, we're running a back-to-back live stream. It's so awesome. And tomorrow at 7:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have Gwen from Larimar City and Resort coming into the union of the SSN Nation, because you guys don't want to miss that, because special deals are still available there as well with the real estate. But tonight, we got to start talking about this stock market. All of a sudden, inflation down. I like what I'm hearing. Is it true? I don't know. So therefore, the stock market loves it. Why do they love it? Because they know that the government, the Federal Reserve, will probably reduce the interest rate in the month of, what's that? Did I hear December? You know, if they do that, it's a bull run like it's running now in the stock market, which means all of you who got in with your Yield Max ETFs, ORCs, AGNC, all of you who have your real estate investment trust, you understand that any reduction in interest rate means not only will the stock price increase, but your yield average that you're able to get right now over the last 3 or 4 or 5 months at 18%, 17%, 20%, 23%, you get to keep it, because now that money keeps generating itself as you reinvest those dollars. Give a shout out to everybody who bought some Yield Max ETFs, because you are going to have your dividends distributed in the next 24 to 48 hours. So congratulations to you. And how can I forget? It's getting a little chilly out here. That means a lot of people, coffee, tea, hot water. But coffee and tea are like the number one thing during the wintertime. And luckily for you, we have our very own Professor Auntie Val and Family Beachfront Java. Comes in Ziploc bags to lock in the fresh whole beans, the fresh drip ground coffee, beautifully packaged. And not only that, Indonesia, Central America, South America, African beans. So go over to Beachfront Java, make your order. But there's more. Use the promo code SSN Lifestyle, all caps, all one word, SSN Lifestyle. That's very simple. If you want 10% off for the rest of your life, then I suggest you go order. After your first order, use the SSN Lifestyle code. Then your next order, you get 10% off for life. Supporting a fellow SSN Nation member? Check. So, what are you going to do? It's free shipping in the United States. Check. What more do you need, ladies and gentlemen? Teas and coffee. Go check them out. All right, here she is, the woman of the hour. Professor Auntie Val has that icon next to her name. And if you're watching and you can't get into the chat room, well, on Wednesday night, only members can be in the chat room. Everybody else can watch. And that's the reason why you can't get in the chat room. So become a member of the channel. She brings her tagline this evening. Good evening, fam. With the heart, with the strength, with the support. She got the notification. That's one person. Thank you so much. Laverne Penix is in the house. Another real estate investor, stock market investor, all around good guy, and is known in these YouTube streets as Mr. Cool. And he has the icon next to his name for the support. I appreciate it again. Thank you so much. He brings the tagline, hello, SSN Nation. I hope everyone is doing well. Thank you. I hope you and Mrs. Cool is doing well. I received a notification in the trailer. That's 2 people. Thank you so much for that. And I appreciate you being here this evening. So what are we going to get into tonight? We're going to go look at what is going on because we're talking about the stock market. It's been a bull run all week because of one thing and one thing only. They are giving out inflation numbers that are saying nothing is happening. But now tonight, I see the futures is showing red. Why are the futures red? Well, I have no idea, but we're going to find out. And U.S. and China agree to resume military talks. Takeaways from the Biden-Xi summit. Very nice. The market thinks the Fed is going to start cutting rates aggressively. Investors could be let down. Wait, what does this mean? Did he just say investors could be let down? Why would we be let down? That just means our real estate empires are about to grow. We don't care about them cutting rates. In fact, we want them to cut rates, don't we? So everybody, you now understand the importance of making sure you lock in your real estate values, especially when we're dealing with pre-construction, because you get to lock in a lower rate. And you can also, in a year or two, your interest rates will be lower. So therefore, you will have a very favorable mortgage if you decide to get a mortgage instead of pay it off. That is a win-win. So again, perfect timing for all of us. And did I not say December? Did I not say December? I'm just going to keep saying it. You guys heard me talk about it all year. I said, I don't think these guys would raise the interest rate in December. I thought they may cut it because they don't really care about the 2% inflation number. All they care about is they just want inflation to be stable, but they won't come out loud and say that. So therefore, you know, when me and Powell are on the phone, I'm only kidding. When me and Powell are on the phone, I'm joking. When we're on the phone talking and he says, Eric, you know I'm watching out for you, buddy, right? And I said, I know, man. I already know what you're going to do. I know what you're going to do. You're going to raise the interest rate in December, aren't you? Nah, we're only going to raise it. We're going to reduce the interest rate 2 times next year, Eric. I just can't talk about it right now. I said, okay. That is almost like the blue horseshoe number 9. Some of you may know what that reference is. But all I'm saying is I always predicted this was going to happen. This is no shock. They're using this. If they get these reports out talking about inflation is unchanged, there will be nothing talked about 2%. Falling inflation and rate cuts may be bad for stocks. I don't see how, because these guys are able to borrow money at lower rates and they can still buy back their own shares. That's not against the law. And that also means they can leverage whatever assets they have at a lower rate. So I don't know what this is about. That's not how it works. Is your business taking advantage of the $2 trillion in sustainability incentives? That's very interesting. Somebody better check into this if you are. And again, I don't see Judge sides with Paramount on some claims, South Park streaming lawsuit. Okay. So there's nothing here that indicates to me that this should be red. But 3 days, people are going to take their profits. I know Gino Chimiente is taking profits right now. We know that. Here we are. Joe Nay, welcome to the SSN Nation Wealthy Wednesday night live stream where it's members only that can be in the chat room, and he has a member icon next to his name. So I want to thank you for being here. Very nice to see you once again. I received the notification and the trailer SSN. We keep it 100. I like that. We do keep it 100 up in here, even though we can't be 100% right. But we exactly try to be, to make sure that everybody, a rising tide lifts all boats, and we're trying to bring everybody along for the ride. And we're trying to get you to make a little bit of that money too, ladies and gentlemen. So in case we have some new people watching, let's go check this. Oh, in fact, I did mention stock prices for these REITs, these real estate investment trusts, or these capital companies. Let's go see. Look, $7. Look at what happened. Look. Nothing major. It's all stable. But look at this number, 20% dividend return. Ladies and gentlemen, you double your money in a matter of a few short years. A few years is 5, 4. You reinvest your dividends, get a higher return over the course of the year, because instead of taking the money out, you're adding additional money that would earn more dividend money. It's a win-win. So you like 20%? That's not good enough for you. Some of you might be going, Jan, Eric, that's not good enough for me. That should be good enough for everybody. All right? Don't fool yourself. That should be good enough for everybody out here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's look at this then. If you think that's crazy, I'm about to show you something even crazier. Look at this. This is even crazier. And you're going, wait, there's something crazier? How about this? This is crazier. This is high risk maneuvers here. ARR for everybody on podcasts. That's right. ARR at 28.61%. But do your due diligence, because make sure they're still going to give out some dividends. If they reduce the interest rate, can you imagine reduced interest rates to relieve the pressure on what they're using their debt for? It goes lower and they're paying this out. Can you imagine? That means they're still going to be able to give you a dividend return. And can you believe the money you put in now is going to earn 28.61%? Now, when the stock price goes up, that reduces your yield. So all the money you put in later could reduce your yield a little bit. So that's why you want to put some in at the 28.61. I keep track by buckets. So if you put in a couple $1,000 and then you say, okay, that 2,000 is earning 28.61%. If the stock price goes up to $20, now it might only be 21%, and you put in another 2,000. Now that bucket is only earning 21%, but anything over 20%, that's heaven sent. You got to have nothing but love for the company if they can keep giving out dividends and keep earning that 28.61% ARR, ladies and gentlemen. Go look at it. I'm not saying just invest in it. Just go look. Here's AGNC, and now is 15 or 16% good enough for you? 16.61, is that good enough for you? All right, look, do your own research. Go check some things out. Check out these stocks. NLY, you guys know there's a bull run happening right before your very eyes. This is 14.58%. Do you feel a little better? NLY, does that make you feel a little better? Then I'm going to go, how about JEPQ? Oh my goodness, it's at 40. Oh my, that's pretty interesting. Hold on a second. They give out about $5.30, $5.25 annually. This means this is almost at 11%. It's pretty close to 11%. This is JP Morgan, ladies and gentlemen. Just one of the largest banks on the planet. A Fed bank as well, as far as I'm concerned. They don't list it But JEPQ, we love 11%. I'll take that all day. That's pretty safe. They will get bailed out if worse comes to worse, but they won't need it. They're pretty much on point. And here we are around 10% for the JEPI. In fact, that's probably a little under at 9.7 or something like that. But I'm just saying, these are the options you have available to you right away. You guys have known, I've talked about this for years. And PSEC is now at 12.39. Wow, that's interesting. Because right here, it was at $5 and it was around 15% just a few weeks back. You should have taken advantage at that particular time. And I love Dynex is here. I love that this is here as well. Let's see where Dynex sits, which is DX, 13.81%. That's D as in David, X as in X-ray. DX is the stock symbol for Dynex, 13.81%. If any of these are making you guys happy at all, write them down. That's why you always need the pen, pad, and paper here. Don't sell yourself short, ladies and gentlemen. Mo Better, the man that's been studying the real estate game. Now we're talking about the stock market game. Buy assets, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we do here. What's up, E? What's up with you, Mo Better? I'm in the chat now. Yes, welcome to the SSN Nation Wealthy Wednesday night live stream where it's members only that have the icon that can be in the chat room. And once again, everybody, if you're watching, I humbly appreciate that. But make sure you smash the like button. And if you like what we're talking about, subscribe to the channel. And please let other people know about it because you don't know who you're helping. Can you imagine? There's lots of people out here right now today. Can you believe people gave somebody, and I hate to keep saying this, $5,000, $10,000, $25,000, $50,000 to start what they would call an FBA from Amazon, which is already driven by. That's no longer really a thing. But can you imagine somebody giving up $40,000 or $50,000 for one of these Amazon stores that they allegedly you're going to make money for life, but give us $50,000, $40,000. And can you imagine that person just gave up 20% returns? That's $8,000 per year, $700 per month that you could just sit back and collect if you wanted to, or reinvest it. Can you imagine? That's what people are giving up because they want to go out here and try to do this get rich quick schemes. That's not how it works, ladies and gentlemen. Sure, everybody catches fire every once in a while. Lightning strikes. But that doesn't mean it's going to happen 250 million times in a day. All right? So just keep that in mind. All right? Let's go. Joe Nay, say, treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. I love that. Exactly right. Treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. And a lot of people out here are cheating themselves. How are you cheating yourselves? Because you're not putting your money into assets that pay you. That's the whole key to this whole thing. That's why there's a wealth gap. The wealthy buy assets that pay them. The not so wealthy buy liabilities thinking they're assets. In fact, I'm going to show you guys something. I'm going to make a video about this because one of a great YouTuber is selling his home. And I'm just going to give you some numbers that I've been talking about for years where people say, oh, it's great to own a home and it's great. It's better than renting a home and all this. Okay. As long as home prices go up like 10% in a short period of time, or 15 or 20% in a short period of time, you're winning. But in the old days, homes only went up 3% on average. That doesn't help you. So I'm about to show you something. So we have a YouTuber. I like the guy. I won't say anybody's names because he might take this as an attack, but it's not really an attack. What it is lesson time. All right? Because I got to show people this is the problem when you start acting like you live in a home and you act like it's an asset. So you run the numbers with any so-called investment, and I'm about to show you right now. Let's see, what do I need? Mortgage calculator with an amortization table. Let's see, can I get one somewhere? Let's go here. So I'm going to show you something. So I believe, I can't remember the numbers exactly, but I think it was 300. I don't remember. I'll just put this number. So this will be arbitrary, but it's pretty close to $360,000. All right. Interest rate 3.65. Okay. So here's what I want to show you. The monthly payment is $1,647. Everybody got their pen, pad, and paper ready? So 1,647 times 12, that's $19,000 and $19,764 a year. All right, you got that. Now, HOA, all right, HOA, and you know what? Hold on a second, because I'm going to do a video about this. So I actually wrote some things down. Hold on, I think I actually have the numbers. Let me see. Yes, I do have the numbers. Okay, here is what the price was. All right. Although you probably, okay. So let's say you put down 10%. So what is that? 40 G's. So we'll call it 50. So now we'll get a little closer. 1624. All right. So I'm close enough with the original. 3.65%. All right. You guys got this so far. We're spending $19,000 a year. All right. Now, here's the other thing. HOA's property tax ends up being $13K a year. All right. So approximately that is property tax and HOA. Property tax, HOA, and mortgage. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, the grand total thus far plus 13,000. We are at $32,000 per year. And you know what's interesting? What a lot of people forget about is the fact, property tax, HOA, if you own a home, you need to insure your home. If you're in the state of Florida, somebody please tell me. I know Professor Auntie Val's in Florida. All right. Please tell me, is there any way possible that I can insure my home for $1,200? I don't think so. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to make it plain and simple. This will be very, very easy. I'm just going to make insurance. This will be very interesting. We're going to just make insurance California insurance. I'll say $300 and some odd $1,000. We'll just call it $1,200, which I know is not the case, but we'll call it $1,200 a year. All right. So here we go. We're going to add $1,200 to our $32,764. All right. I know it's higher, but I'm just going to use a crazy number. All right. So when we start off, $33,964. That's what we're paying every year. Now, here we go. $33,964 times, here's the thing. Let me see. Hold on a second. What do we have? We have 10 years or 11 years? 11 years. Here we go. 11 years. Times 11 years. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. $373,604. This is why banks love you. Because you just paid $373,604 for a $395,000 house. You still, after 11 years, hold on. I didn't add it, did I? I didn't add the amortization. Here we go. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me see. Can we get this? Where's the amortization table? Schedule. Here we go. So 2023 to 2034 is 11 years. Guess how much we still owe after 11 years? $265,000. You guys see this right here? Remaining balance. So I ask you, if we have $373,604 and I add plus 265, what was that? 956. That is $639,560. So who here thinks I should be selling my house for at least $700,000? At least. So if somebody says, hey, I'm going to sell my house for $800,000, great. But you actually paid and owe 640 G's. So I just wanted to point out, ladies and gentlemen, you actually paid for the price increase of the home. And you're lucky that home prices are actually went up 20% in 2021 and 2022. Without that 40% increase, your home would not be worth $800,000. It would be worth what you owe and what you have paid into. So again, this is why you get assets that pay you. So then you don't mind paying for living in a home because you're using your assets that you bought that gives you a profit to pay for where you live. Now, I just wanted to point this out because a lot of people misunderstand what they're doing when they buy their homes. Now, has anybody, probably some of you are very smart, you probably already start saying to yourself, hey, Eric, I pay more than HOA, property tax, insurance, because I have a gardener. And in fact, Eric, my toilet over flooded, or I had to replace my refrigerator, or my tile broke. Whatever the case may be, my tile on my roof broke from a hailstorm. So you don't even think about all that additional costs while the upkeep of your home. And you don't even think about, hey, I need that guy to service and check out my fireplace every year. I need the guy to go down to the furnace and check that out every year. Yeah, it's only like $99 or whatever. But I need this checked out. I need my AC unit serviced and checked out every year to make sure it's running optimally. Yeah, okay, $150, $200. But you don't even count that. You don't count the gardener or the landscaper either. You don't count anything. All that additional cost you just absorb. And before you know it, you probably paid $700,000. So the fact that you're going to put your house up for sale for $800,000, it should be for sale for $800,000, just so you can at least get a semblance of a positive outcome. Now think about all that money that you spent. And a lot of people are saying they're laughing at the guys that are renting. The guys that are renting may not be paying HOAs, may not have to worry about upkeep and all this, and they're flexible. Meaning a person that moves away from a house, well, you got to most of the time sell your house if you don't have the income. So I just want you to make you understand that when you're putting your money for something, it's better to get a return than to try to pay down something, then years later tell me, as we're standing at the party, you guys have heard me talk about this before, my neighbors would be standing at the party talking about, hey man, my house is worth $1 million. And I'd be like, okay. And again, some of you already know what I'm going to say. I would turn to them and say, that's real nice. Are you moving? Because I'm just like, if you're not moving, it doesn't matter how much your house is worth because you are still going to be paying a mortgage. And because you're paying a mortgage, your house better go up in value because your mortgage, you live with me. I know you're paying like 4 G's a month. I know you're paying like almost damn near $50,000 a year. So if you're paying $50,000 a year and you lived here 10 years already, that's $500,000. Your home better be worth more than $500,000. And I know you still have a loan. So therefore, it better be worth over $1 million. You're paying for it. All right. I get it. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm losing it right now because we have an opportunity of a lifetime by buying assets that pay you by turning them into real estate that you invest in, that you get a return on your investment. Or you buy stocks in this environment that give you dividends that you potentially could earn 20%, because when they get everything right, you're not going to be able to earn 20% returns, 25% returns, because the interest rates are going to be so low and the prices for assets are going to be so high that you can't buy them. So I'm afraid, just what I was saying before, if things go according to plan, homes, that ordinary homes, are going to be $1 million. People are going to be paying $50,000, $60,000 a year for a place to live, potentially, if you buy a home at those numbers. So just keep that in mind. I don't care if the interest rate is 3%, 3.5. You can't get out of it. All right. Think about it. $1 million at 3.5 means 3,500 plus your property taxes, plus everything. You're going to be at 45, 43, or $5,000, depending on what jurisdiction, state you live in. You're going to be spending 50, 60 G's a year. There's no way around it. All right. So think about this. This is why I need you guys to understand where you're coming from. This is why we have the gear like this that you can order at Stop Struggling Now. This is why the channel's called Stop Struggling Now, because a lot of people think they're winning when in fact you're paying for the winning. All right. And again, not all of us are lucky enough to have increases of real estate of 20% 2 years in a row. In fact, that's probably never happened until what, 2006 or 7, before that bubble. So again, these are the things you have to think about, ladies and gentlemen. Putting your money towards something that, let's call it, not giving you a return until you can realize it later. Take your pick. All right, enough on my little rant, but I just had to bring this up because this is what we're doing here. Stock market is booming. You guys already know about yieldmaxetfs.com. 60%, 20%, 25%. Those can be the returns that you guys have. All right. So once again, I'm looking at some messages. Oh man. Okay. Mo, you're in the chat. I'm glad you're in, because I was beginning to think something's wrong. Joey Nay, exactly. Don't cheat yourself. Absolutely not. Exactly, my man. Ha ha ha. $1,200. What? Yeah, I know, Professor Auntie Val. I just put that in there and you saw the extent. I know you're in Florida. I know you cannot get insurance for $1,200 for a year. Yes, I know. In Cali, if you live in the right spots, you can. Why? No storms, no hail, no fires, no nothing, just all year round, no problems. For a $700,000-$800,000 home in Cali, $1,200. And actually, I got to tell you something. It's like $1,040. I just put $1,200 just because, but it's $1,040. But here's the point. She lives in Florida. She knows $1,200 wasn't even a realistic number. She knows insurance is going to cost you another $3,000 a year, 20 or $5,000 a year, depending on the county and the place you live in. She knows that. So that number that I gave you, which ended up being what, 679,000, 639,560, you might as well just add another 20, 30 G's on top. Seriously. She knows that. You'd almost be at 700 grand. So you buy a house for 395, you're going to sell it for 750. You're sitting there saying, "Oh, I made all this money." Did you really? You paid a lot of money, but you're not attributing none of that to the cost of living. And remember, just like when you leave your house for work, get ready for work, you don't count that as working either. When in fact, you're getting ready for work, taking a shower, getting yourself something to eat, and 2 hours before you're getting ready to work, it takes you an hour to 45 minutes to commute. You count none of that. You're not even on the clock. You're working for free. But you don't count that. You go, "Oh, I make $50 an hour." Okay, I know some of you going, What are you talking about? All right, 35 an hour. Is that more reasonable? And you're sitting there, don't even count the 3 hours of time that you take to go to work and come home. And again, robbery. Brian P's in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wealthy Wednesday Night Live Stream with the icon next to your name. He says, "Hello, Eric. I hope all is well." Hello, SSN family. I hope all is well with you too, Brian P. I got the notification and the videos. Oh, that's 4 people tonight. Thank you so much. And Professor even said the worst case scenario. If you can get insurance in Florida, which is a travesty. Can you imagine this? There are places all over this country that you can't get insured. Can you imagine that you have a house that's under 12 years old, under 15 years old, and you know if that clock hits 12 years, you might not be able to find insurance. If it hits 15 years old, you might not be able to find insurance, depending on which county you're in. And if you can't, now all of a sudden you got to pay that $10,000 or $9,000 annual payment. Or you can't get insured at all. Think about this, ladies and gentlemen. Playing on a tightrope, a real tightrope. And imagine this, your house is over 15 years old or over 12. It depends on the county. And they say you need a new roof before we insure you. And the roofers are like, another $100,000. Seriously. Now you got to go get a mortgage to pay, get a roof so you can get insurance. Or you just say bye-bye. Take your pick. That is crazy. Yes, it is. It's very crazy, ladies and gentlemen. This is where we're going. Vanessa Comagate, the seamless genius, is here. Welcome to the Wealthy Wednesday Night Live Stream with the icon next to her name as well. Hey, boss and SSN fam, hello to you too. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. No, happy Wednesday. But I know you're thinking about Friday because you know that deadline for Sabana is Friday for that discount. I know what you're saying. I hear you. Or is it your Friday because now you have a holiday tomorrow? All right. Oh, yes. Insurance is getting bad. Farmers doesn't insure in Cali anymore. See? Exactly. Because of fires, because of earthquakes in SoCal, because of fires in the northern part of the state. They don't want any part of risk. So all I'm going to say to you is, why are you taking a risk? That's all I'm saying. You're taking a risk by sitting there playing the game. Do you know the propaganda that everybody's been taught? Own a home, be fine, borrow, have your kids go to school, borrow money, do all this stuff. Not knowing the average American moves 7 times in their lifetime. All right, let's get real. You have to go where it's affordable to live. And right now, nothing's affordable. All right. So therefore, you have to buy assets that pay you and get on it like ASAP, because if they do reduce the rates like I suspected, that means home prices go up. That's what that means. And those who have the wealth can borrow against their assets to buy more homes that you're going to rent. And then they can make the rent whatever they want. So you're going to be in a bad. Oh, yes, insurance is getting bad. Farmers doesn't insure. Exactly. That's what the next lever is. What's good, sis? Showing the love. Oops, Wednesday. Don't worry, I got confused last Friday calling it like Wednesday myself. Oops, Wednesday, crazy week, boss. I know. Seamless genius, always at work. Farmers left Florida too, exactly. No, these insurance companies aren't silly. They're just like, we're not even going to make people pay us anymore. What they used to do was make you pay them. And then when you needed a claim, they would be like, bye bye. We'll file bankruptcy or we just won't pay. Just sue us. Because they're losing millions of dollars. It costs a hell of a lot more to rebuild a home or a business or a commercial zone than it does that they receive in. So that's why they always receive, but it's trying to get money from an insurance company is very, very hard. Auntie Val, beachfront Java is what's good, love. Exactly. The tea, the coffee, the SSN lifestyle promo code. Make sure after your first order, you will get 10% off using the SSN lifestyle code, all caps, beachfrontjava.com. All right. There you go. That's the little promo right there. You want that espresso, fine ground? She's got it. You want that drip ground? She's got it. Do you want that whole beans, premium blends? She's got it. Do you want some tea? She's got it. Go check out beachfrontjava.com, ladies and gentlemen. Professor Auntie Val showing some love. Tomorrow is payday for TSLY dividend. Brian P., thank you so much. I was mentioning that early on as well in the last live stream at the end. TSLY. Still giving out. Oh my goodness. I looked and it was like, I can't even. It says something like 60% earlier today if you bought at today's price at the stock market. I was like, I can't even. That's a freaking gold mine. I was just like, after we talk about it, I'm thinking everybody's getting in because the more people that get in, I'm like, can they sustain this? And I'm thinking, yes, they're sustaining it 25, 35, depending on which yield max ETF fund you're in. I was just like, this is incredible. 25, 30, 35, 60, 55. I was like, oh my God, it's still happening. Get in early. Get your money in there now. In fact, if you buy any of the yield max ETFs before generally the 4th of the month, your first payout will be the beginning or around the 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th of the following of that month. So some people bought at November 4th. They're getting a dividend now and then every month thereafter. Look at this. Brian P. doing the damn thing. 3530 shares, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. I'm just going to, I'll just show people, man. I'll just show people. He's kind enough to share with everybody. He had a choice to make a few months ago. And it was based on, and he came here into the SSN Nation and he said, hey, I got like, well, I don't remember the number. Let's say 15,000. It was something in that nature. He goes, should I buy real estate, pre-construction, or should I put it into dividend stocks, yield max or whatever? I'm like, hold on a second. We have to talk about this. You're talking 20% return. You can't get 20% return from no real estate right now. So why not put the money into that? And then in a few months, maybe a year, you'll have money rolling in that you can use to pay for the pre-construction project. And look at what this man has done. Yes, payday, TSLY, APLY, NVDY, OARK, all of it. Everybody here in the nation is on top of it. And I'm very, very proud of all of you because that means you are in the mix. So let's go look at, oh, what's this? TSLY. I don't know what's happening here. Oh, okay. There it is. 11.63. All right. Now, it's not so much that. What it is this. We don't know how much the dividend is going to be, right? So if we're talking about TSLY, it might only be like 40 cents. We're going to find out right now. We go live here, ladies and gentlemen. Hardly anybody else will do This is what we do. So you know and you feel comfortable. See, do we have Teslas here? Where's the? Oh, there we go. Having a little delay. So ridiculous. Here. Wait, what's happening? Wait, where's the? Did I miss the dividends? Let's see here. Where's the dividends at? They don't show them anymore. Huh. Oh, here we go. Here we are. 11. What's this? Oh, yeah. Well, here we are. It's 58 cents. It's 58 cents. This is what everybody's getting tomorrow. 58 cents tomorrow. 58.5846. So now he's already let the cat out the bag. What did he say? I'm just going. Let me go look. 35.30. This is what he's getting, over $1,500. Because the shares are $11, now we can divide this by, I don't remember exactly what it was. I'll use 11 years. Those 177 shares times 0.5846, if they gave out that same amount, which it varies, is an additional $104 next month. So now he'll be in the 2100. And you can see here, sometimes it's 83 cents, 57, 58, 44, 90. So it varies. But this man, $2,000. Now, let's go with something else. 6.3 again, 11.6, and times that by 1,000. Whoops, that's 10,000. Don't want to do that. That's 11,600. So if they paid this amount, you could spend 11,600, get $2,000 per month. $2,000 per month. He has already set himself up where he could take money out and pay for pre-construction property or any other real estate. Wherever he lives, he can pay for it. Just to give you an idea, right? And he would still have his principal sitting there the Warren Buffett way. You guys tell me, isn't that a win-win scenario for you? I believe it. It's already set up. And thanks to Brian P. and Victor Marrero, they're the ones that mentioned it. Quite frankly, 9, 10, 11 months ago. So again, plenty and a few will be tackling that pre-construction. You won't be left out because you have the money coming in to pay for it. So why not? And here's the other kicker. So now he can go backwards. We got to start talking about taxes. You guys know I'm going to have the tax lady on. You know she's going to come on, ladies and gentlemen. You know the lady's coming on because it's tax time. A lot of you are going to have tax situation. He's getting like 24K in profit. Exactly, Mo Better. Because he doesn't just own 3,530 in TSLY. He owns in other ones as well. That's right. This man is a juggernaut. He's collecting this freaking 40%, 30%, 60% returns. And it keeps coming. It's hefty. I can't blame him one iota. I'm very, very proud of the man, Brian P. Showing people, showing us the way. Way to go, Brian P. Yeah, Mo Better. According to those numbers, he's going to make, he did. let's go back again. Let me show you something. So he was investing. Let me start at the beginning of the year. Look at this. 90 cents. He might have only had 1,000 shares, but that's $900. You follow what I'm saying? So another 1,000 shares, $900. But now he could have reinvested. That's almost $1,800 more dollars. He could have another, what, 100 to 1,000 shares. Well, not really, because it's only 100 shares. But the point is, look at this. $820, $440, $800, 1,000, 800, 500, almost 600. Start adding all this up. I mean, 900, 900, 800. We're already at over almost 26, 27. That's 3 Gs. That's almost 4 Gs, 4,800. We're talking, this is crazy. We're talking almost 50, 60, 6,300 if you had 1,000 shares this year. And if you're reinvesting, then that means you're 6,300 at $11. I don't even know what that is, but this is crazy. If you reinvested 600, I'll just use 6,000 divided by 11.6. Yeah, that's 517 more shares. So now you just add on another, who knows how much, 7 Gs, 7,500. I mean, that's crazy. So you're right, Mo Better. There you go. This is how we do it, ladies and gentlemen. This is where the big boys hang. Auntie Val, got to go, fam. Catch you all on Friday. Thank you so much, Professor Auntie Val, for being here once again. I love you very much. With the icon, I appreciate the support. Now, I'll see you on Friday night. Have a good evening. Thank you. Brian P., thank you, Eric. Hey, man, like I said, you brought it up. Like I said, earlier in the year, you made that choice, and I'm very proud you made that choice. You discussed it here. And again, it was one of those things. I'm very happy with the way things are going. This is what we do here. No, this is the SSN Academy, SSN University, but it's a no guru zone. We don't charge for courses. You don't have to send anything here trying to say, hey, send us $5,000. We'll show you what to do. That $5,000, you have to understand that $5,000. Let me show you guys something. I get excited just thinking about this. Here it is right here. The $5,000 you just sent for the freaking Panda course. Yeah, you heard me. The freaking Panda course. Look at this. So in this particular case, I keep using $11.60 because I can't remember. But look at this. I'm just going to give a simple $5,000. 11.6. Look at this. That's 431 shares. You guys, 431 times 9. That, again, the guys could have gotten $360 back. The next month, another $360. The next month, around $320. The next month, less than half, so around $200. Next month, $320 again. Next month, $430. Next month, $330, $350. Next month, $240. Look at that. That's a couple of $1,000 on a $5,000 investment that you put for some stupid red stock Panda bull. I'm sorry, I'm about to go off on this. $10,000 because you want to be hobnobbing with people. Come on, man. You guys, there's opportunities. Just as today's prices was like 41K times 60%. There you go. There you go. There you go. Mo Better has the math. He's got the math right. It's 41K. And then you would get 60%. Right. That's over 24K. Exactly. But you're going to reinvest. So keep that in mind. You're not going to collect the money. You're going to reinvest. So you're actually going to every month. So the first month when you got 90 cents, right? That was 4 Gs. So now you have 45K And that 45K is still earning the 60%. So the next month you got 90 cents again. So now you almost have 4,500, 4,400 roughly thereabouts. Then the next month when you got, I think it was 80 cents, you got around 3,600, but you reinvested it. But now you reinvested damn near $11,000. 4, 4, and 3 is 11 G's. Another, you damn near almost have another 1,000 shares. And so the next month when you get 40 cents, I mean, it starts getting ridiculous. Yeah, I know. I'm going to buy more. Look, it was 50. What was it last week? It was like 45%. Then it's now 60. So he's very smart, adding another amount to a 60% return, another bucket. Very smart, Brian P. In fact, thank you for mentioning that, because I'm going to go buy some more tomorrow myself. I'm getting some more myself, because at 60%, that's a higher rate than what I was at. I think I'm around 45 or 44 right now for my first bucket. The next bucket, 60%, is like on steroids. So once again, I don't mean to go off, ladies and gentlemen, but I have to, because there's a lot of things people are wasting their money on that gives you no return by sending money to somebody and they're telling you buy this, buy that, when in fact you could have just bought the stuff yourself. And right here, you know about it. People are willing to help you. People are willing to give the information out. They're not doing anything different. The stocks are all for sale for everybody. The only thing is knowledge. Knowledge, like what's his name? Lopez used to say, right? So those are the things that matter. So it's Wealthy Wednesday, and we got on to a great start with the stocks. The Federal Reserve saving us. Yes, they're saving you because you were smart enough to get your hands on some real estate while the going is good. Because again, only the rich are going to be able to afford homes after they reduce interest rates this time. If you think home prices increased crazily last time, wait till you see what's going to happen this time. It's going to be over. Homes that you never thought would be $1 million are going to be $1 million, 800 grand, 900 grand. You're going to be like, are you serious? This is a 2,000 square foot house. You want me to pay $950,000 for it? That's generally what's going to happen. Sure, some people are going, Eric, that already happens where I live. A lot of people are going to be saying this. They're going to feel the effect, and nobody, America, we don't make, if you made $100,000, you can't even live in a $900,000 or $800 or $700 or $600 or a $500 because you will not qualify. You have to make like in the mid 100s to even get a $500,000 house and have no debt. If you have car notes, you have credit card debt, then you got to increase that. You got to make 200,000. That limits the people that can afford homes when you reach 500. All right. That's 500. That's not 7. That's not 8. That's not $1 million. So imagine if you had $1 million home that you want to buy. Think about it. Interest rates, 3.5. All right. You're definitely paying 3,500 plus property, plus whatever else. Okay. So you're going to be paying 5 G's a month, 60 G's, 180 without any debt. You got to make definitely 200 G's. And quite frankly, probably going to need to make 225 to 250, but that's where you're going to be, ladies and gentlemen. So not everybody makes that kind of money. In fact, there's a small percentage of the population that does. So only the rich can get richer, and they'll gladly buy those homes up and then rent them out to you. And people will gladly pay the $5,000 a month so they can live in the neighborhood that they want to live in. All right. Even though it's going to be throwing money wherever down the tube, some people would say. All right. I'm very happy to hear this. And yes, I'm going to be getting some more TSLY myself tomorrow. No choice. Have to. This is too good to be true. Quite frankly, I'm waiting for the day that TSLY and all these yield max ETFs be like, I'm sorry, guys, it's over. I just can't believe it. They're regulated, but it's unbelievable what's happening. Everybody has a chance here. All right. Well, we just did a 2.5 hour real estate jam with Nestor left field. Some of you didn't see, you guys have been on social media, might have seen some of these videos. Let me play this one from Nestor left field that I played earlier. We have some of the people from the SSN Lifestyle Real Estate Investors and Business Forum. We did everything. So check this out, ladies and gentlemen. This was for Nestor. He came on tonight, so I made a little different type of video for him. You'll see Mo Better in here, Georges Charles, E. White. They're all in here. Check it out. You see what you might have missed. This is where we were hanging out. More to come. There's so much content. It's unbelievable. And by the way, Mo, since you're still here, I'm probably going to be there in about two and a half weeks. I got more business to handle. All right. We got a lot of business to handle over there. So we will see how it goes. I still have to get my hands on some podcasts. Once again, is real estate next, ladies and gentlemen? Well, all signs are leading to where we are going to be on a bull run. So if you can lock in dividend funds at these rates, if you can lock it in and you can lock in real estate prices at these rates, because when interest rates go down, like I've been saying, these values are going to skyrocket. Make sure you put yourself in position. All right. Let me know if there's any other comments or any information you want to talk about, because I'm going to wrap this up tonight. Don't forget, Gwen from Larimar will be here tomorrow from Inmorible. Oh, I messed that up. Inmo Caribe. That's the realtor organization he's with. We're going to be talking about Larimar and the new updates. That's right. There's new updates coming. Oh my, I'm just going to give you a little preview. Some of you don't know. There are other towers there called Paradise Towers. Oh yes, but Paradise Towers are behind Prime Towers 1, 2, 3, and 4. Sorry. That's like 7, 8, 9 or something. 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're back there, but back there's not so bad when you can be in 5 or 6 and it overlooks. You can see a lake. The decks all wrap around in this building, but the units are slightly smaller, and then they have 3-bedroom units. It's all over the map there, but hey, it's a tower, and that's going to pop out. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Lots of surprises tomorrow, so you don't want to miss that one at 7:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because I don't even know what the surprises are. Quite frankly, we're going to find out. So you're going to have to check it out. So don't miss that live stream on a Thursday night. That's right. You heard me. Thursday night, 7:05 p.m. Don't miss it, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Make sure you show up for that. All right. Roger that, E. I know what coming back in 2 weeks means for you. Exactly, man. Exactly. Yes. Yeah. Bank account means one of them. Another thing is I got a deal to make. We got to talk. I don't know if it's going to go down. The fellas got a little upset at me, but it's okay. I'll just tell you guys, I was giving you guys some information that I shouldn't have been giving out before in the brochure. But nonetheless, it was the same things we talk about. How much can you rent for? Um, the tourist numbers on why you want to invest here, where the tourist numbers are coming from. We go more in depth than the brochure, but nonetheless, it wasn't meant for public consumption. So that's how we have to do it now. Okay. That's how it goes. Okay. What's this, Brian P? I'm trying to get 4,000 TSLY. I don't see how you're not going to get there after, if you said you had 3350, 3350 times, what did we come up with? 0.58, right? 0.5846, something like that. Yeah, it came out to 2,000 divided by 11.6. There's 160, 168 more. So you're going to be at 35. You'll be at 30. You're going to be at 37. So next month, if they gave out the same 0.58, you're going to be at 4,000 if you reinvest. So either you can buy more or you can wait till another month. Either way, you're going to have 4,000 because you're going to have 3,700. And I'll do a reverse. 3,700 times 0.5886, whatever it was. 2,000 more. So I don't see how that doesn't work out. Divided by 11.6, that's 187. So you're there. I think you have 3530, 168 makes 37. Yeah, 37 and 187. You're there. You got 4,000 next month. Or, okay, 3,900 and something. But either way, you'll be at 4,000. And that's awesome, Brian P. Man, oh man, isn't this inspiring, ladies and gentlemen? Inspiring. Another winner within SSN Nation. Brian P., I'm convinced I will be buying TSLY tomorrow. Thank you. Brian P. has said it. It's happening, Mo. You need to get in on this one. All right. We've been talking about it for 12 months. This is November. So it's been 12 months, Mo. 12 months that we talk about it on some of the live streams, not all. Try to pre-construction. Hey, Brian P. at 4,000, you can do easily. You already know what it makes. You can easily do 700, 800, 1,000 per month if that's what you wanted to do. Also, consult your tax advisors, because here's something else you might want to consider because you have not withdrawn yet. So after a year, remember, instead of paying 25% tax on capital gains, you pay 15. That's a huge difference. So keep that in mind. All right. So what you put in last December or November, that's what you would want to start drawing off, because now you're over a year. So just consult your tax advisor. Trying to pre-construction. Exactly. Yep. E. That means he'll add another 4,700 or more. Exactly. Or more, because sometimes these are 9. Yeah, it's insane. 3,000. If they did a 90 cents and he has 4,000 shares, that's 3,600. That's crazy. That's crazy. That is real crazy. Thank you. Thank you, Brian P. Again, it was significant that you are actually doing this. You're sharing the information with people so they know it's possible. They know what's going on. A lot of people were doubters, even though it's on the freaking stock exchange, even though they're regulated. Here's the info. Even though it's regulated, information's out here. I mean, this isn't like crypto. And people are still saying, hey, I don't believe it, until they get their first dividend check. Then all of a sudden they're like, holy smokes, are you kidding me, I need to put more money in here. This is great. See, just what's happening. You could reverse engineer just what impede. So when he did that, he activated this situation where he does have 3,000 plus um, stocks in YieldMax ETF. So he just didn't get like whatever that was that 2,000 this dividend tomorrow. He's going to be getting whatever he has in the other ones. So he's going to get probably another 500 to another 1,000 of whatever else. I'll wrap this up, ladies and gentlemen. If there's anything else you want to talk about tonight, please let me know, because this is about to go bye-bye. We're about to get turned off. This end that you can just go buy stocks. You don't have to pay a brokerage account. You don't have to go out here and do anything crazy. So this ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. But this is only going to be brief, ladies and gentlemen. Very brief. And I just figured out I wasn't even running. Oh, yeah, I was on high. Okay, HD. Very brief, ladies and gentlemen. See you guys tomorrow. I'm out. All right, Mo Better. Thank you so much for hanging. I'll see you later. Okay, here we go. Looking forward to tomorrow with Gwen. Yep. Larimar, the big L, as Mo Better says. The big L, ladies and gentlemen. You know the prices are going to start going up. They're going to be breaking ground in the next 60 days or next 30 days. They're going to be breaking ground. And after that, it's going to be a rise. And by the way, I'm going to be more involved, I think, with Larimar or Inmo Caribe. Either way, I'm going to be more involved with doing some things. So therefore, we are going to get these investments for everybody there. Make sure you guys get in on the big L. That's Larimar City and Resort. Don't miss 7:05 p.m. Gwen, me, and you. And with all that said, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here, and that's why we do it the old-fashioned way. We have to do hand-to-hand combat. We earn it. We don't talk pie in the sky. We make you use the resources that you have and hope you use the resources that you have to invest wisely into assets that pay you or appreciate in value, so then you can utilize pay me later. But either way, we're getting checks sent to us. That's all that counts. And with all that said, I love you guys very much. I appreciate your support. We're going on another year of doing this, which is incredible, quite frankly, but quite shocking, because I originally wasn't going to be on here for 5 years, 6 years. No, I was just going to help people out for a year or two. Well, I've enjoyed myself. You guys have come along for the ride. Now I met some more people at the SSN Lifestyle Real Estate Investors and Business Forum. All beautiful. So the party doesn't stop. We're going to continue on, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to make sure that you guys get to make decisions that you never thought you would do, and we all making some money. And we have that passive income coming in. So make sure you stay safe, stay out of trouble, and keep your head up. Keep moving, and I'm out.